Have you ever wondered why everything in your life suddenly feels heavy, confusing, or like it's falling apart? What if I told you that these aren't signs of failure, but spiritual signs that you're about to level up? Stay with me until the end, because in this video we're exploring how the universe quietly prepares you for your next stage of destiny, and you'll want to recognize these signals before they pass you by. Spiritual signs often don't come wrapped in clarity or peace, but in chaos and discomfort. When you're about to elevate, your soul begins shedding what no longer belongs to you. Old patterns, toxic connections, and environments that limit your growth. You may wonder why the people you once felt close to now feel distant. But that's because your energy is shifting to match your new level, and not everyone can walk with you there. Transformation is never comfortable, and that's why the signs feel like confusion or loss. You may feel isolated, misunderstood, or even abandoned, but these are the universe's ways of removing noise so you can tune into your own higher calling. The solitude you're experiencing is not punishment, it's preparation. Spiritual growth often brings an increased sensitivity to energies. You'll notice you can no longer tolerate negativity the way you once did. The conversations that once entertained you may suddenly feel draining, and places that used to feel familiar now seem heavy. This is because your vibration is rising, and your soul is telling you, you don't belong here anymore. Sometimes leveling up looks like endings. Endings in relationships, jobs, or habits. It feels painful, but endings are simply the doorway to new beginnings. The universe cannot pour new blessings into hands that are already clinging tightly to the old. When something leaves your life suddenly, don't panic. Instead ask, what is this making space for? Another undeniable sign is the inner restlessness you feel. Even when everything seems fine on the surface, you sense there's something bigger waiting for you. That inner pull, that dissatisfaction, is not a flaw. It's your spirit calling you forward. You are not being ungrateful, you are being awakened. Spiritual leveling up also reveals itself in synchronicities. You may start seeing repeating numbers, hearing messages in songs, or having random encounters that feel too aligned to be coincidences. These are confirmations from the universe that you're aligned with a higher path, even if it doesn't make sense yet. The emotional roller coaster you're on is not weakness, it's recalibration. You may feel like crying more often, or like your emotions are too overwhelming to handle. But these emotions are clearing stored energy, preparing your heart to receive a higher frequency of abundance, peace, and clarity. Sometimes leveling up demands that you release versions of yourself you thought you'd always be. The universe strips away old identities to show you who you truly are beneath the masks you've worn to survive. What feels like you losing yourself is actually you becoming your authentic self. Dreams, too, often intensify during these shifts. You may experience vivid visions, prophetic dreams, or restless nights. This is your subconscious working overtime to process your transformation, delivering hidden truths while your conscious mind rests. Pay attention to these dreams. They often carry guidance for your next steps. One of the most powerful signs is that opportunities start appearing when you least expect them. Even when life feels uncertain, doors suddenly open, conversations lead to breakthroughs, or you're offered chances that align with your true calling. The universe rewards courage, and as you step into this transformation, alignment begins to meet you halfway. Fear is also a sign. When you're about to level up, fear rises louder than ever. That's because your comfort zone is fighting to keep you in place. But remember this, fear is not a stop sign. It's an indicator that you're stepping into uncharted territory, which is exactly where growth happens. You may also feel a sense of divine timing, like delays that once frustrated you are now revealing their purpose. Suddenly you understand why things didn't work out before, because you needed this exact moment, this exact alignment, to step into the fullness of who you are. At this stage, you're being asked to trust more than ever. The universe is requiring faith because faith is the bridge between where you are and where you're going. And though it may feel like everything is uncertain, remember this. When the universe is silent, it's because it is building the loudest blessing of your life. When you are leveling up spiritually, even your body begins to respond. You might feel waves of exhaustion or bursts of sudden energy that you cannot explain. This isn't random, it's your physical vessel adjusting to hold more light, more energy, more awareness. The body and soul are intertwined, so as your spirit rises, your body must recalibrate to carry that frequency. There is also a deep shift in the way you perceive time. Moments begin to feel stretched or compressed, and you realize that time isn't as rigid as you once believed. This shift occurs because your consciousness is aligning more with divine timing, rather than the mechanical ticking of the clock. You begin to feel that what is meant for you will not pass you by, no matter how long it takes. As you prepare to level up, your heart becomes both more fragile and more powerful. You might cry over small things, or feel moved by beauty in ways you never used to. This is not weakness, it's expansion. Your heart is stretching, learning to hold deeper compassion, forgiveness, and love. The heaviness you feel is simply your soul softening into its true power. A powerful sign you're leveling up is that you stop chasing and start attracting. You no longer feel the desperate need to force outcomes, and instead, you realize that your energy is the magnet. The more you align with your authentic truth, the more naturally blessings flow toward you. This is when you finally understand that what is meant for you will come effortlessly. The world may test you more during this time. Old temptations might resurface, past wounds might reopen, and people might try to drag you back into old patterns. But this isn't to destroy you, it's the universe testing your readiness. Will you fall back into the old, or will you prove that you've grown strong enough to step into the new? These are not obstacles, but spiritual checkpoints. You'll also notice your intuition heightening in ways you can't ignore. Gut feelings become stronger, synchronicities louder, and your inner knowing more precise. It feels as though the universe is speaking directly to you, guiding you step by step. This heightened intuition is one of the clearest confirmations that you are moving into a higher level of awareness. At this stage, gratitude becomes your greatest weapon. Even in confusion, even in loss, you feel a strange sense of thankfulness. That gratitude is what amplifies your vibration and opens new portals of opportunity. When you can be grateful even in the storm, the universe trusts you with the rainbow. You may also find yourself drawn to silence more often. Crowds, distractions, and noise no longer satisfy you. Instead, you seek peace, solitude, and reflection. This is because silence is where transformation truly occurs. In that stillness, your soul whispers truths that the outside world could never give you. And finally, when you are about to level up, you will feel a sense of destiny stirring in your soul. It may not yet be clear, but you know deep down that something extraordinary is waiting. This magnetic pull is the universe's way of telling you, keep going, you are closer than you think. The heaviness, the confusion, the endings, they are simply the shadows that appear before the sunrise of your next chapter. So, if your life feels like it's shaking, if you feel lost, isolated, or restless, know this, you are not breaking down, you are breaking through. This is the transition before the transformation, the silence before the song, the storm before the sunlight. You are leveling up in ways your future self will thank you for. What is your opinion? Have you noticed these signs in your own life lately? Comment me below. I'd love to hear your experience. And don't forget to subscribe for more curious and powerful spiritual thoughts like this. If you want to go deeper into understanding the signs of your next breakthrough, make sure to check out the video linked in the description with even more insights. Your transformation is closer than you think.